Stop scrolling and retrieve your foreign coin jars immediately. If you live in the United States or Mexico, specifically in border states or areas with high tourism, you likely have Mexican coinage sitting in a drawer. Most of it is face value. However, there is a specific 10 peso coin released in 2007 that contains a production anomaly so significant that collectors are paying upwards of $1,000 for a verified specimen. We are not looking for ancient gold. We are looking for a modern bimetallic coin that looks almost identical to the change in your pocket, specifically the 2007 issue. 2007 10 peso Gráfila Invertida. Your focus must be absolute. We are examining the 10 peso coin minted in 2007. This coin features the Aztec sunstone center and a bimetallic construction. The standard version of this coin is common. The error version, known in the numismatic community as the Gráfila Invertida, or inverted edge, is the object of this appraisal. To understand the value, you must first understand the anatomy of the coin. Look at the reverse side, the side with the denomination 10 and the year 2007. Surrounding the golden-colored center is a silver-colored outer ring. On this ring, along the very edge, there is a geometric border pattern. This pattern resembles a series of repeated L shapes, or fretwork. This is called the Gráfila. On a normal face value coin, these shapes are oriented in a clockwise direction. However, due to a tooling error at the Mexican Mint, a small number of dies were created with this border pattern punched in reverse. This resulted in the fretwork pointing counterclockwise. Here is the precise diagnostic you must perform. Hold the coin so that the date 2007 is at the bottom and upright. Look at the geometric shapes on the outer silver ring. You are looking for the shape of the fretwork to resemble the letter L. If the vertical line of the shape goes down and then turns to the right, resembling a capital L, this is the standard common variety. It is worth 10 pesos, or roughly 50 cents. If the shape is inverted, resembling the letter J, where the line comes down and hooks to the left, you have the Gráfila Invertida. This seemingly minor detail is the only difference between 50 cents and a mortgage payment. Let us discuss the valuation. This is a highly liquid error in the Mexican and American markets. If you find a 2007 10 peso coin with the inverted edge in average circulated condition, meaning it has scratches, dullness, or contact marks from being in a pocket, the value currently sits between $150 and $300. However, the valuation spikes dramatically with condition. If the coin still retains its original mint luster, the cartwheel shine that appears when you rotate the coin under a light, and has no visible scratches on the central Aztec design, it is considered mint state. In mint state 63 or higher, auction records show this coin realizing prices between $800 and $1,200. There is a higher tier. If you possess a specimen that is flawless, graded mint state 66 or 67 by a service like PCGS or NGC, the value can exceed $2,000. The market for Mexican error coins is currently experiencing a surge in demand, particularly from collectors in Texas, California, and Arizona who specialize in modern anomalies. Do not be fooled by other dates. This specific inverted edge error is exclusive to the 2007 production run. You will see similar patterns on coins from 2008 or 2009, but the orientation of the Gráfila was standardized in those years. The 2007 anomaly is a true error, not a design change. It is critical that you use a magnifying glass to verify the direction of the fretwork. Remember, L is low value. J is the jackpot. 1992 to 1995, 10 nuevos pesos. While the 2007 error is the headline rarity, you must not discard the earlier issues of this denomination. We must now turn our attention to the coins dated 1992, 1993, 1994, and 1995. These coins are distinct from the modern 10 peso coins in one fundamental way: their metallurgical composition. When Mexico redenominated its currency in the early 1990s, the 10 peso coin, marked as N$10 for nuevos pesos, was minted with a sterling silver center. The outer ring is aluminum bronze, but the inner core is 92.5% silver. The diagnostic here is visual and auditory. First, look at the date. If it falls between 1992 and 1995 and features the N-Doppler symbol before the number 10, isolate the coin. Visually, the center of these coins will often have a different patina than the modern nickel-copper versions. Silver tarnishes. You may see a dark gray, black, or even rainbow toning on the center, while the outer brass ring remains yellow. This is a strong indicator of silver content. You can also perform a gentle sound test. Do not drop the coin on a hard surface, as this causes damage. Instead, balance the coin on your fingertip and tap it gently with a wooden stick or plastic pen. A silver center will produce a higher-pitched, longer-sustaining ring compared to the dull clack of the base metal versions minted after 1997. The valuation for these silver center coins is twofold: bullion value and numismatic value. At a minimum, the silver content alone makes each of these coins worth roughly $5 to $8, depending on the current spot price of silver. They are never worth just face value. However, the numismatic collector value is higher. A 1992 or 1993 10 nuevos pesos in extremely fine condition, showing only slight wear on the high points of the sunstone, typically retails for $15 to $25. The true value lies in the 1995 issue. The mintage figures for the 1995 silver center coin were significantly lower than the previous years as the mint began transitioning away from silver. A 1995 N$10 coin in mint state condition is a scarcity. If you find a 1995 specimen that looks brand new with full blazing white luster on the silver center, the value rises to between $50 and $100. While this does not reach the $1,000 heights of the 2007 era, finding a hoard of these silver coins is common. A jar containing 20 of these coins represents a quick $200 or more in immediate liquidity. They are often mistaken for standard change by those who do not know to check the date and the $N$ prefix. 2012 Battle of Puebla, 10 pesos. We move now to a commemorative issue that is frequently undervalued by the novice but sought after by the specialist. In 2012, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the Battle of Puebla, the Mexican Mint released a special 10 peso coin featuring the portrait of General Ignacio Zaragoza. This is a circulating commemorative, meaning it was released into general commerce. You will find this coin mixed in with standard Aztec sunstone coins. The diagnostic is the portrait on the reverse. Instead of the abstract stone design, you will see the bust of the general and the date 5 de Mayo de 1862, alongside the minting year 2012. The valuation here relies entirely on preservation. Because these were dumped into circulation, the vast majority are heavily scratched and worn. A circulated example is worth roughly $3 to $5, a modest premium over face value. However, the gem market is where the serious money resides. A gem is a coin graded mint state 65 or higher. Because the design of General Zaragoza has high relief areas on the cheek and hair, these points adhere to contact marks rapidly. Finding a specimen where the cheek of the general is completely free of bag marks or scratches is exceptionally difficult. If you possess a 2012 Battle of Puebla coin that looks as if it was cut from the dies yesterday, do not touch the surface. Handle it only by the edges. In mint state 66, This coin commands a price of $75 to $125. While not retirement money, it represents a massive return on investment for a coin found in pocket change. 2020 and 2021 hexagonal 20 pesos. Although our primary focus is the 10 peso denomination, I would be remiss if I did not alert you to the immediate upgrade in your search parameters. You must also scan for the new generation of 20 peso coins. These are dodecagonal, 12-sided, not round. Specifically, look for the Bicentennial of Independence commemorative released recently. These coins are bimetallic and feature a distinctive 12-sided shape. While these are currently being minted in high numbers, there is a specific market inefficiency occurring right now. Collectors in the United States are currently paying a premium for uncirculated sets of these new 20 peso coins because they are difficult to obtain north of the border without traveling. A pristine, uncirculated example of the 2021 centennial of the death of Emiliano Zapata, or the 700 years of Lunar Foundation 20 peso coin, can sell for $8 to $12 on the secondary market. This is a volume game. If you cross the border frequently or have family in Mexico, acquiring mint rolls of these 12-sided coins and bringing them to the U.S. market is a viable arbitrage strategy. You are effectively turning a $1 coin into a $10 collector's item simply by moving it across a geographic boundary to a market with high demand and low supply. Assessing condition and grading. To realize the prices I have quoted, specifically the $1,000 for the 2007 era, you must understand how a professional appraiser views the surface of the coin. We do not just look at the error. We look at the eye appeal. For bimetallic coins like the 10 peso series, there are three specific zones of wear you must inspect. First, the high points. On the 10 peso coin, the center design is the Tonatiuh face from the Aztec sunstone. The very center of the face, the nose and the tongue, are the highest points of the coin. Tilt the coin under a single light source. If the light reflects off the nose in a continuous band, the luster is intact. If the nose looks dull, gray, or flattened compared to the fields around it, the coin is circulated. A circulated 2007 error is worth significantly less than an uncirculated one. Second, the ring gap. This is the seam where the inner core meets the outer ring. On lower quality strikings or coins that have been damaged, you will see a visible gap or accumulation of green debris, PVC residue or verdigris in this crevice. A clean, tight seam is essential for a high-grade valuation. Debris in the ring gap can chemically corrode the two different metals, significantly lowering the value. Third, the fields. These are the flat, open areas behind the lettering. On the 10 peso coin, the fields are small but critical. You are looking for bag marks, small dings and hits caused by other coins striking it at the mint. A coin with clean fields is rare. If you have the 2007 inverted edge and the fields are free of distraction, you are looking at the upper echelon of the price guide. Do not clean these coins. I repeat, do not clean these coins. The 10 peso coin is made of base metals, copper, nickel, zinc, aluminum, that react poorly to chemicals. If you dip this coin in a silver cleaner or scrub it with baking soda, you will destroy the microscopic flow lines of the metal that create the mint luster. A cleaned coin is technically considered damaged, and its value is cut in half, or worse. For the 2007 error, cleaning it could cost you $500 in lost value. Leave the patina exactly as it is. Market trends and selling. The market for Mexican numismatics is currently in a discovery phase. For decades, U.S. collectors ignored Mexican coinage. Now, with the rise of the internet and better information sharing, collectors are realizing that the Mexican mint produces some of the highest quality and most beautiful coins in the world. The 2007 Gráfila Invertida is the key date of the modern era. It is the Mexican equivalent of the American 1955 double-die cent. The demand is permanent. This is not a fleeting trend. If you have identified a 2007 inverted edge, your best venue for sale is not a local pawn shop. Pawn shops will likely offer you bullion value or a fraction of the numismatic worth. You must approach a specialized coin dealer or a reputable auction house that handles world coins. If you choose to sell online, you must photograph the edge clearly. The buyer needs to see the J shape. Without a clear macro photograph of the inverted fretwork, the coin will not sell for its true potential. For the silver center coins, 1992 to 1995, these can often be sold in bulk lots. Selling them individually may eat up your profit in shipping costs. Grouping 10 or 20 silver center 10 peso coins together creates a highly attractive lot for investors looking to stack fractional silver. Summary of the hunt. Check every 2007. Look for the J on the edge. Value, $1,000 plus for top grades. Check for 1992 to 1995. Look for the N dollars. Value, silver content plus numismatic premium. Check for 2012. Look for General Zaragoza. Value, high premium in mint state. Do not clean. Preservation is profit. The 10 peso coin is one of the most circulated coins in Mexico. Millions of them pass through hands every day, and most people never look at the edge pattern. The opportunity to find a 2007 inverted edge in a jar of change is real. It requires patience, a magnifying glass, and the knowledge you now possess. Do not clean your coins. Check your change. Subscribe for more valuations. This is Coin Expert USA. Let's discover what's in your pocket.